Michelle Jones, band leader and founder of Violectric and Violectric Education Programs. Did you know that how you tune your instrument can greatly affect how well you can play in tune with others? Seems logical, but did you know how many variations there are on ways to tune? For example, back in what was the Baroque era, which was around 1650 to 1750, give or take a few years, of course, there was a tuning that was used at 415 hertz for the A. Now, hertz are how many vibrations per second? And if I can vibrate anything at 415 vibrations per second, it would sound like this. As we move forward into more modern times and had higher ways to measure things, the pitch is sometimes raised. Verdi chose a 432 hertz or 432 vibrations per second as his standard A. It sounds like this. It is higher. It's supposed to be because it's more vibrations per second. Well then, of course, along came even more technology, and as we started moving through the ages, we started realizing that 440 hertz became the standard tuning note for A. So we call it the A440, which is basically 440 hertz sounds like this. Compare that 440 to 432, and then to 415. They sound like different pitches when you hear them that way. So if one person is tuning to one and one person is tuning to the other, that's not going to sound good in an ensemble. So you got to tune it right. That's why we spend so much time on this. A lot of orchestras have also now adapted a higher frequency between 441 and 443, depending on which one the conductor or musical director prefers. And they think that's more pleasing to the ear than the A440. So here's an A440. Here's an A442. Again, very similar, but when you're tuning to one or the other, in order to sound together as an ensemble, you have to pick one, just one. In our string ensemble, we usually tune to the 440. But whenever there's a keyboard involved, sometimes we have to match whatever that A is, and a lot of programmers have chosen to make their A a 442. So we wind up tuning to that. And everything is just a tiny bit higher at that point. When you are all matched up and in tune together, now you also have the benefit of sympathetic vibration. What that means is that while your partner is playing something maybe with an A, if you don't have any fingers on your A string, it will vibrate and it will cause a sound. Same thing if your other string ensemble partner is playing a D and your D is open with no fingers on it, it will make it ring. Or even if the piano or a keyboard happens to play an A and your A doesn't have any fingers, it will ring. This is called sympathetic vibration because every A makes every A ring. When you think about it, an A440 is a higher A versus an A220, which is exactly 8 notes below it, or an octave below. It's a lower A, so it's 220. Then if you cut that in half, you now have another lower A at 110. So that's why it's called sympathetic, because they'll still keep ringing, no matter how high or how low. So those are the different types of A's and different types of tuning. But whichever one your ensemble decides to choose and agree upon, make sure you're all on the same A.
Thank you.